Welcome guys, welcome to Muse's Tarot. In today's reading we are going to get some messages from your spirit guides. It's going to be a very quick reading. Just first you're going to look into your situation and who you are so you can see if you resonate with the pile. Then we are going to get some messages from your spirit guides. It's very short. We do have 4 piles today. We have pile 1 with the green calcite. We have pile 2 with this crystal. I don't know what kind of crystal this is. And we have pile 3 with the rose quartz. And in the end we have pile 4 with the carnelian. Just breathe deeply, go in a meditative state, meditate, do whatever you need to do to center yourself, and then you are going to look at the piles and see which pile is calling to you or which crystal is calling to you. If no pile is calling to you, look into the timestamps. Maybe the timestamps are calling for you. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's absolutely fine. You can pick 2 piles, 3 piles off the piles. There might be a message in all of them for you. Just listen to your intuition, and yeah, that's everything about the intro, and I will see you in your pile. Bye. Welcome pile 1, welcome if you chose the first pile or this green calcite. I'm gonna pop that up here so it's out of the way. In today's reading we are going to see what your spirit guides have for messages for you. First we are going to look into your situation and who you are as a person. Then we are getting to the messages from spirit. It's going to be very, very quick. This card, this oracle card, we are going to look at when we go to the part where spirit talks to you. So I'm going to put that up here, and I'm using my tarot deck today. And something that already comes up is, I just wanted to tell you that these cards are from Lord Shiva. Like, he is my patron deity, and I bought him this deck, and it might be that he is a guide of yours or he is a symbol of yours that you feel connected to. But yeah, let's see in what kind of situation you are and what kind of messages spirit has for you today. First, I'm asking my spirit guides, the elements, the archangels, and my ancestors for protection, so only clear guided messages come through and only the truth. I thank you very much, spirit. Okay, then let's dive in. What kind of situation is pile 1? You feel very tired, because I feel very tired today, and oftentimes I really take on the energy of the people I'm reading. We have the 4 of Cups in reverse, and what I get with this is you have a lack of sleep. You feel very tired. You might have nightmares. Maybe your soul is working on some things in your dreams. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm healing some aspects in my sleep. So I asked my soul to go into certain parts of my past and my future and past lives and anything that needs to be healed, so it can be healed, so I can relive this, see it with another perspective, and can heal. That's something that might be your situation. Anything else that might be is that you saw animals in your dreams is something that's coming up. If so, it might be that these are your spirit animals or animal guides, I like to call them. Also, there are deities and other spirit guides. I see deities and angels trying to send you signs, and also there is an ancestor coming through. He is a Viking from Scandinavia. This might be Denmark, Norway, Germania, what else? Finland, I think it's called in English. Sweden. He might be coming from there. I get the sense of Denmark, to be honest. So yeah, an ancestor tries to reach out to you. Anything else? Again, I see animals. So this ancestor might have the name of an animal guide, like of an animal. Like, it was kind of common for Vikings to have animal names. For example, Bjorn or Björn means bear, and also ulf means, or alf means wolf. And I literally just looked it up because I was connecting with an ancestor of mine who is a Viking. He is also from Denmark, and might be that he is your ancestor too, because that's absolutely possible, right? Like, for example, if he had many children, then I am connected with one of his children, but you might be connected with one of his other children, so that's possible. But Viking is coming through. It doesn't have to be my ancestor, but it kind of feels like my ancestor, or he's just like my ancestor. Maybe he knew my ancestor. There is some connection with me too. And what kind of situation is pile 1 in spirit? What kind of situation is pile 1 in? You might like water, or you need some more water around yourself. Maybe you do connect with water, because I literally just see water. Like, I see the cups of the tarot decks. I do see an ocean. Anything that goes into this direction, also a sea. No, it's not sea, a lake. In English it's lake. Like, the German word for lake literally means See, like it's kind of like sea. So it was yeah, okay, that was my mistake. But a lake, I do see a lake. So maybe you are literally just sitting next to a lake. Maybe you want to go to a lake. Maybe you need to go to a lake, because you need to feel more connected with the water element. And maybe you just feel very connected with the water element. Maybe you have a lot of water in your birth chart, or in your big 3. Maybe you have Mercury in a water sign. The water signs would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Maybe you have these placements, or you feel very connected with Neptune. And I think Pluto was also a water planet. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, I literally just had a mistake. I had to flip the cards because I was kind of picking them up wrongly. And okay, we have Temperance in reverse. You feel very impatient. It doesn't have to be that I'm too slow with my reading, though it feels like it. So if you feel like I'm talking too slow, please just make it faster. Like, there is an option on YouTube where you can make the video faster, or just don't watch my pick a card reading, because that's how I read pick a card, how I read cards, and I feel comfortable reading like this. So I'm not angry with you if you don't feel comfortable with me as a reader. Then just look for another reader. But something else that's also coming up is, for example, you might want to have children in the future, but you cannot wait till the future is coming your way. Like, there are so many plans that you have for your future, and you really want to be there, and you don't like to be in the present because you don't like your present time. So if you feel very impatient, maybe you have also a blockage in the sacral chakra, and also in the solar plexus is coming up, or you did just a chakra healing meditation and you felt that some of your chakras are really blocked. Maybe you're going through a Kundalini awakening, something that comes up. Maybe you do have a snake as a pet. We have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, this impatience is coming through. It really feels like you feel very stressed. You feel very overwhelmed. Everything is going too slow. You want things to change. You want things to be faster. You want like, you have this problem of impatience, which is nothing bad, because you can train to be patient, and maybe it has a reason why you're impatient. So I do get you when you say, I really want my future now. Like, you have all of these plans and you want your future now. I do understand this. Like, I have the same thing with me. I want to do another YouTube channel. I want to work on a blog. I want to have this and that, and I really want to start now, but I know I'm not ready yet. And yeah, it's sometimes we have to be patient, and I really don't like to be patient, but sometimes we have to. But your spirit guides say, therefore you are, though, in other aspects of your life, very patient. We have just no judgment in reverse also. What's meant with judgment and reverse? find out. What's my judgment in reverse? You do work with spirit guides though. Maybe you don't have to work with them in a sense of that you make an altar, that you always talk to them, that maybe you just heal yourself. That's also working with your ancestors and spirit guides. But I was picking up that there were many guides coming up for you in the beginning, so you might be actually working with your spirit guides, like worshiping them and also working with them, talking to them. Maybe you have your own divination tools that you use to talk to them. Maybe you have an altar, maybe you do offerings. That's something that's coming up. You don't have to be, but you might be a witch is something that comes up. Also a shaman and a druid. Those are things that are, or paths that are actually coming up, which is so cool because I love other witches. I love shamans and druids. I find them very interesting. For example, I have been working with the god of the druids, like the Dagda. He is such a nice guy and I really learned a lot from him. So you might be working with deities is something that comes up. We have the well in reverse. Something that you might find interesting is Norse mythology is something that comes up for me, because when I said the well, I was literally reminded of the story of King Odin. He's already smiling, he's listening. He's a guide of mine. He is like kind of like a father or grandfather to me. Like I'm trying to build a better relationship with him and he's such a nice guy. But I was reminded of the story of the mythology that Odin wanted to have more wisdom, so he went to Mimir's well, which is, I think it was the well on the roots of Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil was the world tree where all the worlds like Asgard and Midgard and so on is located. And on the base of Yggdrasil was a well, I think it was Mimir's well. Mimir was a mythological creature. I don't know if he was a Jotun, if he was a god, if he was anything else, but he had his well, and his well caused wisdom, and Odin gave his one eye. In return, he was able to drink a cup of Mimir's well, and now he's able to see the whole world. And that's the story why Odin has only one eye. And I also just saw a crow, so Odin was like, yep, you did it right. That was the story. And yes, that was confirmation. We are talking about this situation. What I wanted to say with this story is, though, that you might feel interested in Norse mythology or mythology in general. Maybe you look into a lot of mythology. Again, I was reminded that this tarot deck is Lord Shiva's, and you might feel connected with Lord Shiva. He is the Hindu god of the destruction and transformation, and also so many other things. I literally just looked up things about him, and I have such a blackout. I really don't know more about him right now, only that he's very connected with the third eye, that the cow of course is sacred to him, and that, for example, one son of him is Lord Ganesha, or as I call him, Ganapati. Yeah, you might feel connected to Lord Shiva. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Do you want to do your own YouTube channel or blog or anything where you want to share your wisdom, or you do like to watch pick a card readings or something that's coming up? We have the Empress. You are very much in your divine feminine energy is something that I'm picking up. Might be female, to be honest, might be even transgender, and how is it called? I always butcher this. You can be trans male and trans female, and I think trans female are people who transitioned into a woman. Like, they are a woman, of course, but they transitioned in the female body, I think. Like, don't take my word for the truth. I really butcher this all the time, and I'm so sorry about it. I have to learn it. I really always I always twist it. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to keep in mind, but you might be a cis female though too, like a woman. It might be a woman, to be honest. Okay, that's everything about your situation. Let's see what kind of messages your spirit guides have for you. First, this beautiful card, we have 11th house, community and technology. Something that I'm picking up with this is your spirit guides want an even closer connection with you. Something else that's coming up, because I was just thinking of the runes and Anzus, and Anzus is the rune of communication, and also God, and also Odin. Like, it's Odin's rune. And again, Odin is coming up. King Odin, maybe he wants to work with you, to be honest. Or he's a guide of yours and just wants you to know that he is a guide of yours. Sorry, I had wax on my statue. But Odin is coming up. I don't know what he wants to say. Maybe he has messages for you. Protection from my spirit guides. Has messages? No. Okay. Odin doesn't have messages for you, but he wants to say to you, I'm here. Okay, this is just confirmation for you. I'm literally here. But you might, again, Pisces is coming up. I feel a lot of Pisces energy, even though the 11th house is Aquarius was the 10th house, and 11th, no, Aquarius is the 11th house. I literally just said it wrong. The 10th house was Capricorn. Sorry, I had to rethink. But even though the 11th house is Aquarius, I'm thinking of Pisces. So maybe you have Pisces in your 11th house. Pisces energy is coming through, like Neptune is coming through. I feel this dreamy meditation energy, being creative, being different, being spiritual. It really comes through. So let's see what your spirit guides have to say to you. Messages from the spirit guides of pile 1. We have the Knight of Swords. You need to put up more boundaries, and this might even be boundaries with the internet, like not being on the internet too much anymore. And also boundaries with other people, but it more feels like boundaries with yourself. Maybe you eat too much chocolate, maybe you are on the internet too much, maybe you watch things on YouTube and TikTok and, I don't know, Instagram, social media that really doesn't serve you, that really is low vibrational. It is always putting you down. You always feel bad afterwards, but you keep watching it and you always feel more down. And your spirit guides really want to say there is a possibility for you to change this situation, because you just, like, if you just decide that you don't do this too much anymore, you will feel so much better. So really put up some boundaries with yourself. And also, you might be watching too many pick a card readings, and it's not good for you. Like, the message of your pick a card readings, it won't change. It's always the same message, and you are always disappointed in the ending, like in the end. And your spirit guides really say, put some boundaries up with yourself when it comes to pick a card readings. And I literally heard the spirit guides say my name. So wait, just give me a second. What's the message? Also, okay, they want you to write down your dreams. That's meant with community and technology. You are getting messages from your soul family in your dreams. So write down your dreams or interpret them. Really see, because there might be a person always being there, or someone who always looks different, but it's the same person all the time, and that's someone who is supposed to come into your life. It's someone from your soul family. And also you get messages from starseeds, I just heard. Yeah. Okay, messages for pile 1, please. Your spirit guides want you to do more sports and exercises. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. They really want you to do more exercises to train your body, to keep your body in movement. But because it might be that you feel very depressed lately, and the problem is this energy in your body needs to move, and doing yoga, doing exercises, doing workouts, going for a walk, anything that has to do with movement is going to move the energy of your body, and you will feel better. And it also helps with your chakras. Also, something that your spirit guides say that I literally didn't know, you can do yoga for your chakras, and it's going to help you with the blockages. Okay, messages for pile 1. We have the Hierophant in reverse. You have this dream. Might be a dream of wanting to become a priestess or a priest or a witch or becoming a better witch. And your spirit guides say you have to do something for this dream, because I remember I was saying you have like a lot of dreams and you're very impatient when it comes to your future plans, but your spirit guides say you can do something. You can move into the direction of your dream. You can literally go towards your dreams, but you have to do something for it. You have to learn, you have to study, you have to do this and that, and you have to really work for your dreams. You cannot just lay in bed, watch TikToks and social media 24/7. Is it called 24/7 in English too? It's like a German saying 24/7 means 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I don't know if it's also an English saying, but yeah. They want you to work on your dreams, to work towards your dreams. Messages for pile 1, please. We have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Your spirit guides are sending you a lot of signs and you're literally ignoring them, and that's nothing bad, but they want you to be more mindful when you go outside, when you watch YouTube and all of these things. They want you to be a little bit more mindful and in the present, so you get the messages. Also, they want you to meditate more. Also, like for example, they want you to do root chakra meditations, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, but they want you to meditate more. Something else that they want you to do, we have the Empress, is take a little bit more care of your body, because it might be that you don't do a lot of self-care, that you don't put in a lot of work when it comes to your body. And again, self-care might also be setting boundaries, doing some exercises in the morning or the evening, going out for a walk, reading a book, anything that has to do with self-care, that has to do with giving yourself, like giving you energy back. Your spirit guides really want you to take care of yourself a little bit more, because you might have a depressive episode. To be honest, like, I don't feel it too much, but it does sound for me like a depressive episode, because that's literally me when I'm depressed. Messages for pile 1, sorry. If you felt drawn to pile 2, do pile 2. We have the Artist. It's an extra card here. Your spirit guides want you to be more creative. And also we have the Devil, don't worry, nothing bad. They want you to clear up the energy in your home, because you have very cluttered energy, you have very low energy in your home, and it really causes you to feel more low. And it might come from you watching these low vibrational videos or social media posts every day, and your energy is pulled down, and then you are sending out this low vibrational energy into your room and into your home, and it's very cluttered in there, and it attracts low vibrational entities that might attach themselves to you. So if you have the feeling that something is attached to you, then it's true, and you have to do a cord cutting. You can do an energetic cord cutting. You can literally imagine the spirit in front of you, and then a cord going from you to them, and then you cut the cord with something imaginary and sharp, for example a scissor, a knife, a dagger, anything like this, everything that feels comfortable, and then you cut the cord, and then you are protected, and then you are freed. But you have to ask your spirit guides for protection to get rid of, like, to not have the attachment like the second after you detached it. But it's time for you to really clear out the energy of your home, because it's very low vibrational and it's causing you to feel bad. And that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm thanking Spirit for these amazing messages. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hopefully could help you, and I will also hopefully see you on my next one. Bye. Welcome pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the second pile or this lovely crystal. I don't know what kind of crystal it is, but it's very, very beautiful. It's really pretty and it's so smooth when you touch it. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to put that up here. Today we are going to have a very quick reading, just some messages from your spirit guides. First, we are going to look into your situation, so we can see what kind of so you can see if you resonate with the pile and you have some confirmation. And then we are going to look at this card and also get additional messages from spirit, what they want to say to you at the moment. This is, of course, timeless reading. Okay, I'm going to put this card up here. We are going to look at this later. Okay, I'm asking my spirit guides, my ancestors, the elements, and the archangels for protection, so only clear guided messages come through. And I thank spirit so much. Okay, first let me shuffle the cards. One more time. I literally just heard someone say, you are so cool shuffling the cards. So maybe you do like to watch people shuffling the cards. Because I know some tarot card readers that are literally not shuffling the cards in the video, but rather already have the cards. I really like to shuffle them at the moment. So I really get the message from spirit, because I also get a lot of messages while shuffling. So I don't know how it's for you, but that's the situation for me. Okay, spirit. What kind of situation is pile 2? You literally just did self-care, did you? Like, didn't you? Because I was just reminded that I literally just took a shower and did some self-care and some skincare, and it feels like you also did that, or you want to do this. Maybe you want to take a shower, maybe you're literally just taking a shower while listening to me, or you're in the bathtub is something that I'm also picking up. And you do feel interested in my ring. It is hematite, a very protective stone. It also helps me grounding, or to ground. It's the ring, like it's something from a deity of mine that wanted the ring. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to say this, but that's the situation. You might feel interested in my ring, which is kind of cute. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 2? You do have a pet. I just see a dog and a cat, but the dog is really sticking out to me. And we have temperance in reverse. Please focus. Excuse me, sir. Can you please focus? Thank you. Okay, you find me funny. This might be just for some, like for one person. But what I wanted to say is you are a very patient person. You feel very patient. Like, okay, you want a new job, you're very patient and taking your time, looking into all of the aspects of the new job. Do you really want this? Do you really want this company? Then watching pick a card readings, you really enjoy very long pick a card readings. I just heard 50 minutes. I have to be like, I'm sorry, this is only going to be a very short reading. Normally I like to do very long readings too, but this is something that's coming up. You are very patient with your animals, with your pets. But something that's coming up is you might be not very patient with yourself. Like if you want to change, you want the change to be as sudden as possible, and you are not taking your time with yourself, and you're always like, no, I want to change now. I want this to be different now. I really want this to be something new. I learned something new. For example, I just looked up a new aesthetic and I want this aesthetic now. I want to be like this now. So you might be very impatient. Sorry if my cat is just stretching. Maybe. He's such a cutie. Okay. Okay, I just heard someone say I want to see the cat. Baby. Okay, there you are, my pet. Okay, I really hope that made you happy. He's literally just sleeping right now, so that's why he didn't look. He's very tired. He's always working, keeping away spirits, and looking after me and my roommate. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 2? Do you have children? Either. Okay, so many things are coming up. We have the Page of Cups. Again, not focusing. What's your problem, sir? Can you please focus? Thank you. Either you have a child, you want to have children, or you're very connected with your inner child, or something that's coming up for me. You are very connected with your intuition. Maybe you are clairsentient and claircognizant, I think it's called. It's the psychic ability where you feel emotions, and everybody feels emotions, but where you feel emotions of other people. You can literally read the energy of a room, and you have a very strong intuition. And claircognizance, sorry, claircognizance is when you get downloads from spirit, which is also intuition. So you might have a very strong intuition, because the Page of Cups is literally the card of the inner child and intuition. And this person is like holding their heart and is like, I'm listening to my heart. So you might be someone who is very logical, but also listens to their intuition and their emotions. So you have a great balance, which is amazing. That's something that's very difficult to achieve. You, like, the spirit guides also want to say, you don't know how many things you already achieved, like how many things you healed. You're like, yeah, I have to heal this still, and I still have to learn this, but you never see how much you already did. You never see how much you already achieved. And they really want you to learn this. And something that's also coming up is you might hear spirits say your name very often, because I literally just heard all the time, like the whole reading, I just heard my name. And yeah, that spirit saying my name. And it might be that you have clairaudience, where you hear spirits sometimes, or just hear phrases. But something else is also coming up. Only take it as if it resonates. Might be that you have a mental illness where you struggle with hallucinations, which is nothing bad. I literally have this too. Like, I have borderline personality disorder, and sometimes I hear voices that are not from spirit. I'm always asking spirit if they are the voices or if it is me. And I do have sometimes hallucinations and hear voices, and then sometimes my third eye is open and I see spirits, and I always ask if there are actually spirits. So I have the blend of both, which can be very exhausting, but I wanted to tell you, because you're not a bad person because of this, or you're not not good at being spiritual just because you have hallucinations or a mental illness. Because in my opinion, almost everyone struggles with something. Some people more, some people less. And just because you have hallucinations or mental illness, maybe you struggle with depression, anything like this, doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're not fit to become a spiritual person. It's everything possible, right? I had to learn it within 3 years, and I'm still learning it. But I'm at this point where I'm very chill when it comes to my hallucinations. And your spirit guides want you to be at this point at some point too. And what kind of situation is pile 2 spirit? You are a very kind person. We have the 6 of Pentacles. You are a very kind person who likes to share whatever they have. Like, might be that you always give homeless people some food, drinks, some money, but it doesn't feel like money, rather that it feels like food. Maybe you have a child again, and you are always making sure that they have everything that they need, and then you come. Like, your child comes first, or your children come first. Maybe it's even with friends, family. They come first, then you come. And sometimes that's not good, because we are the most important person in our life. But still, I do understand when people say, but my friends are so important to me, they have to come first at some point. And it's a very good quality to have, a characteristic to have. What kind of situation is pile 2 spirit? What kind of situation is pile 2? We have the 4 of Cups. Might be that you meditate a lot. Maybe you're working on your chakras a lot. You feel like a very evolved person, I have to be honest, like someone who really takes care of their psyche, of their spiritual body, emotional body, and everything else there is. I literally don't know too much about, like, actually I know how many bodies there are. Like, there's the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body, and something else. There was something else, and the mental body, I think. And you really take care of all of them. and you do work a lot on yourself. Like, you don't put the blame on other people. You look at both aspects. Some people have the fault if something goes wrong, but sometimes we are we do the thing wrong, right? And yeah, might be that you also have changed a lot within the last years, because I was reminded of a situation where I was literally a whole nother person, and yeah, I'm now a different person, and it feels like you had this too, that you were such a different person a few years ago, and you have evolved a lot. Okay. We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You do have a lot of dreams on what kind of person you want to be in the future. And maybe there is a dog that you want, to be honest. Maybe you're thinking about a partner. Maybe you just get into a relationship is also something that I'm hearing. But you have an idea of what kind of person you want to be in the future. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Might be that you do listen to a priest often. Maybe you're Christian, maybe you're anything else, and working with a priest. Okay, that's everything about the part of the confirmation. Let's see what kind of messages Spirit has for you today. Okay, first this card. We have North Node of the Moon, New Life Goal. Yeah, you really are a person that wants to change themselves. And you are someone, maybe you're Scorpio, or you have a lot of Pluto in your chart, like in an important aspect. Feels like you're going in your life through a lot of change, and your spirit guides want to say this to you, like you're never going to be done with evolving and changing, because you are a person of transformation, and transformation is a big part in your life. Anything else? Yeah, like your crystal, it has literally light aspects and dark aspects. Like, there's a light crystal and a dark crystal, and this seems like this is you. You have a shadow self and you have a higher self, and your spirit guides really want you to become one with both of these aspects of you, because they are both aspects of yourself, and it's time for you to really accept even the shadow self. I know it's hard, but it is part of you. You cannot hide this part forever, or you cannot hide from this part forever. So yeah, let's see what kind of messages Spirit has for you. What kind of message does Spirit have for pile 2? What kind of message does Spirit have for pile 2? We have 5 of Pentacles. Your inner child is really crying and being sad because you don't want to you don't want to accept something that happened in your past, and you're giving yourself the fault, but it was not your fault, because you literally didn't know better. There was everything you knew for the situation. Like, this might be a different situation for all of you, but they are saying that there was something that you're still angry about, and you give yourself the fault, but it was the fault of the other person, and you didn't know better. I just heard it was your mother's fault, so this might be very specific for someone, but you didn't know better. You were a child. You were literally a child. It was not your fault. And if, for example, your mom didn't give you enough attention, and you're thinking it's your fault, it is not your fault. A child is never at fault when it comes to not getting attention, because the parents just don't know how to actually parent. So it is not your fault, and your spirit guides really want to push you to accept the situation as it is, but also see it was not fair to you because you were a child. Messages for pile 2, Spirit. Messages for pile 2, Spirit. You need to put up more boundaries with people around you. We have the Queen of Swords. you need to put up more boundaries with people around you. Maybe you're giving a lot of money. I was seeing you're giving homeless people food, and you're giving a lot. But with the Four of Cups in reverse, you're not getting a lot of things back, and it's really not good. Like I get it. You want to give people that don't have a lot, or you want to help your friends, you want to help your family, anything like this, anything that goes into this direction. But it's just not good. Like, you're giving too much of yourself and you don't see it and you don't want to see it. You're thinking like, no, I have to give so much. But the thing is, a friendship or family doesn't base on you giving all of yourself. Like, sometimes the other people, like the other person, has to give too. There has to be a balance. You're giving too much. Maybe it's also that you give too much in love and then people run away from you because it's too much for them. And I feel you, because that's literally me. Like, I always give too much and then people run away, and it's just I'm just giving too much. And your spirit guides want you to learn to have a balance, because you want to, like, you want to receive sometimes too. You are too much in your divine masculine. Like, the divine masculine is the one who gives action, who does a lot of things, who moves, and the divine feminine is who receives. And you have to be a little bit more in your divine feminine. It doesn't care what kind of gender you are, male, female, non-binary, anything else. You have to be more in your divine feminine. Messages from spirit. They want to say to you, you are a great parent or housewife, houseman. We have the Queen of Pentacles. You are great in the household. Like, you don't give yourself enough credit for the things you do and for the things you give, and how your house is always clean, for example, or you always put up amazing food for people. Your spirit guides really want you to see you are an amazing person, and it's time for you to acknowledge that, because you always think you are a bad person, but that's not the truth. You are amazing. You give so much of yourself. You share so much of yourself. You always evolve. You are not scared to become a better person, and that shows you that you are a good person. We have also the Queen of Cups. What's with the Queen of Cups? You are a good partner. You literally have three queens. Okay. You are amazing. Like, I have to say this. You are really amazing. Like, there's only the Queen of Wands that is not here. But maybe we get her. But I, for example, read the Queen of Wands more as someone being a priest. But you have so much love to give, and you have such a soft and amazing energy, and I really like it. Like, I feel very comfortable in your energy. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. Messages for pile 2. 1 more card, please. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. It's time for you to give yourself more self-love, because you are literally talking down on yourself and you don't have a reason to do this. You are literally an amazing person. Like, there was nothing that I could say that is like, no, that's making you a bad person, or that's not good. Your spirit guides are literally screaming at you, saying you are amazing. Please see yourself as this person. You are really amazing. Yeah, really start loving yourself. Really start being better to yourself, because that's the thing that still is missing. You are, like, you being kind to yourself, and it's time for you to start this. And that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm thanking Spirit for these amazing messages, and I really, really want you to see that you are an amazing person. And I hopefully will see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the 3rd pile and this rose quartz, I'm going to put that up here. In today's reading, we are going to get some messages from Spirit. just some messages for your situation. This is a timeless reading, so you can watch this whenever you want to. First, we are going to look into your situation, then we are going to move in the part where Spirit is talking to you. This card, we are going to look at the Oracle card when we are in the part of Spirit talking. Okay, so, whoopsie. Gonna put this up here so it doesn't bother me too much. This is a very short reading, not too much, just some messages from Spirit. So yeah, let's see. I'm asking my spirit guides, my ancestors, the elements, and the 4 archangels for protection, please. So we only get clear guided messages. Okay, Spirit, what kind of situation is pile 3? Oh, okay. Okay, that's very specific. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Did you just lost something, or did literally someone just like a thief come into your home and get things from you? Like, what is it called in English? Abduct is when you take a person. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning literally, for example, you're losing your keys or you're losing a letter or anything like this. Like someone takes it from you without permission. I don't know the English word right now. I'm so sorry. But I know the person is called a thief. So what's it called? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean. I also just saw roses, so maybe you just bought yourself roses. Someone was just rude to you, or you were rude to yourself, or something got lost. Something, you're literally missing something. Maybe you just lost a ring or anything like this. I don't know. It feels like you lost something. What kind of situation is pile 3? Did you feel drawn to pile 2? Because I have the feeling that you felt drawn to pile 2. We have the moon, and normally I wouldn't read this as a deity, but it might be that you're working with Lady Artemis or Lady Diana. Other moon deities would be Lady Lilith or Queen Lilith. Then we have Lady or Queen Hecate. Rhiannon is also someone who is connected with the moon. What did I literally just read yesterday? Who was connected to the moon? Queen Juno, like the Roman goddess Juno. Anything else? Like, might be that you're working with a deity who is connected with the moon. Maybe you also feel very connected with the moon. I just see someone looking to the moon, being like, oh, I wish I was there. I wish I would chill with the moon a little bit more. Maybe you do like the full moon a lot. Maybe you do work with the moon phases. Maybe your menstrual cycle is even connected with the moon phases. Oh, my cat is just stretching. Baby. He's such a cutie. Yeah. Might be that you feel very connected with the moon. Maybe you're even a starseed, and that's why you feel very connected with the cosmos. Even though I think everybody is a starseed. Like, I literally don't know one person who isn't a starseed. Like in my cycle of people, in my circle of people, feels like everybody is a starseed. So I don't see it as something special anymore. What kind of situation is pile 2? You also like to drink tea is something that I heard. Maybe you do your own moon water. Yeah, okay. We have Justice. Queen Juno is something that again comes up. Like, do you know the Greek Hera? She is kind of like this goddess, like the, how's it called, equivalent or something like this? Equivalent? I don't know the word. My English is really bad today. Like, I don't know what's the problem. It really is like, no, not today, Satan. But Queen Yuno is again someone who comes up. I literally just researched things about her yesterday because she's a goddess working with me now, and she again comes up, or her energy might be that you have an ancestor who was a queen, or someone who like Roman. I just heard might be that you have Roman ancestors, and it feels like you are very connected to Italy, like Rome to be specific. Might even be that you're Christian and listening to the Pope, I think he's called in English. Yeah, the Pope. But I feel some connection with Juno and Rome. Maybe you are working with her, or she's a goddess of yours. We'll see. Is she a goddess of the person? Yes. Okay, yes, she is a goddess of you. Might even be that she's a patron of yours. Okay, and what kind of situation is? Pile 3 spirit. We have the Ace of Cups. Do you have a crush on someone, or did literally someone just like admit their love to you? Anything that goes into this direction feels like something with love, and I just heard dogs barking, which is always a sign of me. Also, you have the rose quartz. Might be something with love today. Like, I don't know if it's about love, but again, Queen Yuno is coming up. I have to be honest. Like, she has this. Maybe you're pregnant, because I was just wanting to say, like, I wanted to say that she has connection with pregnancy and watching over people with childbirth and motherhood, and then someone just said pregnant. So you might be pregnant, or you want to become pregnant. Maybe you're thinking about getting children. Maybe you already have children. Maybe Yuno is also someone who watches over your children. Children might also be your pet, literally. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups. Again, love. I don't know what's meant with the Two of Cups. Let me just ask Spirit. Okay, Spirit. What's meant with the Two of Cups? You might need to ground yourself more, because I was literally just thinking about grounding myself, because I feel very light in your reading. Like, I already filmed 2 readings today, and in your reading I feel very ungrounded, feel very like I'm floating, like everything is kind of too much. Again, I don't know, maybe you have to look her up. She's really coming out in this reading today, and someone else I just saw is King Odin and Lord Anubis, or Anpu. I'm asking you to ground yourself with me right now. Just what we are going to do is we are going to breathe deeply and set the intention that we are grounded afterwards, okay? You ready? Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you imagine roots coming from your feet, and it's going into the earth and connecting with the roots of the trees. Always remember to breathe deeply and slowly. Imagine any low vibrations to go into the roots and down to the earth. Gaia, Mother Earth, is helping us today. You can also ask other guides if you need some help. Just imagine all of the low vibrations going into the earth. And now you imagine light energy. It can be golden, it can be white, anything that you connect with high energy coming from the roots to your body and charging you. And now you see yourself glowing with high energy. You're calling the roots back. If you want to take more time, just pause the reading and take a little bit more time. You're calling back the roots, and you're setting the intention, I'm going to stay grounded. I am grounded. I feel light. I feel grounded. I don't know how it is for you, but I feel way more better. Maybe that was just something that you just needed. I don't know. I literally never did something like this, so it felt kind of great to do it for you. So if you hear music, oh my god, I'm so sorry. My neighbors are being so loud right now. Okay, back to the reading. And what kind of situation is pile 3? Okay, what they said. That's so funny. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and my spirit guest just said, pile 3 is grounded now. You feel more grounded, which is great. They really say it was something that you just needed to ground yourself, to be a little bit more grounded. And they also said, literally just got 2 more cards. We have Page of Pentacles. My spirit guides told me, or your spirit guides told me, you need to ground yourself more. It's something that you don't do very often, and it really helps you. And we have the Lovers again. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Lovers. Maybe you do need a reading about love. Yeah, you do need a reading about love. Okay, let's see. Normally I don't do readings about love, but today is a new day, so let's try it out. Like, I do a lot of new things with your pile, which is kind of interesting. It's also good for me. Okay, we have South Node of the Moon, Old Karma. You do like pick a card readings about love, and that's probably what you were asking for today, and that's absolutely okay. Then we are going to do a love reading. Like, I was literally just thinking about preparing some things to do love readings and self-love readings, and your spirit guides say self-love is also something that you might need to look up. So if I do a love reading, it might be that it is about self-love, so I'm already sorry about that. But you are waiting for the perfect partner to come in. Maybe you're already in a relationship, but you really don't feel comfortable in your relationship, might be something. I don't know. Okay, but it doesn't feel like, when I said old karma, it doesn't look like karma at all. It more feels like it's about love. And also you have the rose quartz. So okay, let's find out. Protection, place for my spirit guides. Messages for pile 3. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Love is coming in, I can tell you that, but that's probably something that you heard a lot. Maybe you are watching pick a card readings about your future partner, and the things change sometimes, and your spirit guides want to say to you, the reason why things change is because of your energy level. Like, based on your energy level at this moment, you're going to attract this kind of person, then your energy level changes, and then you are suddenly attracting other people into your life. That's absolutely normal, and you have to be careful with love readings, because they can change a lot. It really matters what kind of feeling you have right now, what is changing in your environment, what karma did you work on, what did you learn. So something that your spirit guides really want to say to you is, stop looking into love pick a card readings, or if you want to watch love pick a card readings, do it very seldom, I think it's called. Do it very, like, not too often, because it really it's very difficult. Like, yeah, you can look up, is he the one, or are they the one, or anything like this. Yeah, you can look up this, but future spouse and all of these things, your spirit guides really say, don't look too much into these pick a card readings, because it's normal that it changes a lot based on how you're feeling currently. The Knight of Swords, whoever you're thinking of, Knight of Swords, whoever you're thinking of, this is not the one. He or they or she is not the one. There is someone in your life that is supposed to come into your life that is actually the one, but this person you're thinking of, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. And your spirit guides want you to do some meditations and ask your spirit guides for signs if this person is the one, but they're already saying no, they are not. But they also say for the future, when you want to do like, when you want to know if this person is the one, ask your spirit guides directly. They're going to send you messages. Three of Pentacles. If you want someone to stay in your life, then rather than asking for relationships, ask for friendships, because there are a lot of people who are actually good friends to you, and it kind of is like you're forgetting them just because you're thinking about love so much. But there are so many other amazing people in your life that are actually good for you, and your spirit guides want you to look at them first, and love is coming in when it is the right timing. And we have the Devil. You're thinking too much about love, so you're pushing it away. You have to be very open and just allow it to come in when it is time to come in. And it's, yeah, you really you really need to take your time when it comes to love, because when you're thinking of it so much and wanting it so much and craving it so much, you're pushing it away, and you have to wait longer because you're wanting it too much. Like, there has to be a balance. Yeah, you can be interested. You don't have to block yourself up when it comes to love, but you have to be a little bit more patient and just allow it to come in whenever it comes in. And also, if you meet someone new, don't always look up immediately if they are the one. Like, I'm guilty when it comes to this too, because I'm always like, oh, is it the one now? Because I feel very comfortable in their energy and I really like them, and so on. But allow yourself to find out by yourself if this person is the one. Okay, messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the Artist. Your spirit guides say if you really want to have love now, and it might be a quick love or just for a few years, manifest it. Like, look up some manifestation methods to look up okay, speaking. Think before you speak. Okay, sorry. Look up some methods to manifest love into your life, because there are so many methods. Like, for example, there is the 888 method, where you do 8 times a day. You write down what you want for 8 days or something like this. It was, I think, like 8 times a day, 8 times the sentence, and then 8 days a week. Not a week, but 8 days. But for 8 days. Yeah, look up some manifestation methods if you really want to have love right now, because there's no shame in it to really want love. And we have the Knight of Cups, but right now your spirit guides want you, like, you can manifest love into your life, but actually your spirit guides want you to be patient and to concentrate on self-love. And I know you don't want to hear it, but trust me, you will attract love if you do self-love, because then you show yourself what you're worth, and so you attract partners that are also seeing your worth. We have the High Priestess. Also, your spirit guides, just a little message, want to say to you that you are very smart. You are a very smart person, and you deserve so much more in your life, and it's time for you to see it. We have the King of Cups in reverse, and again they want to say to you, stop looking for love, because it's only pushing it away. But that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope I could help you with some messages. I'm wishing you the best of luck when it comes to love and self-love. You're going to succeed in whatever you want, like whatever you set your mind to. And don't worry about it. It's going to get better soon. But my advice also, stop watching these pick a card readings where everything is about love, because it's just pushing the partner away. Okay, but that's also everything that I have for you again. And I thank the spirits for these amazing messages, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome Path 4, welcome to your reading if you chose the fourth pile and this Canadian crystal. I'm going to put this up here. Today's reading, we are going to look into messages your spirit guides have for you. First, we are going to look into your situation and see what type of person you are, so you see if you resonate with the pile. Then we are going to look into the oracle card to see what kind of topic spirit has for you today. And then we will just see what your spirit guides have to say to you today. So I'm going to put this card up here. So let's dive in, I'd say. I'm asking my spirit guides, my ancestors, my elements, and the 4 archangels to protect me, so I can only get clear guided messages in the truth for pile 4. Might be that you feel drawn to pile 1 too, and something that just came up was a cat. So I don't know if you have a cat, if you have a spirit animal as a cat, or an animal guide as a cat. Maybe you want to buy yourself a cat. Maybe you were a cat in a past life. Anything that has to do with cats might be your topic. Okay, we have the emperor. What I get with this is because the emperor is in reverse, maybe you wanted to buy yourself a pet, but your partner or your parents didn't want this to. Maybe that's something that happened in the past to you. It doesn't have to be that it just happened to you, but it might be. But something else is coming up is that this might be a childhood memory of yours, that you wanted to buy yourself a cat and the orphanage or your family didn't want you to have a pet. So also something that comes up is a turtle. So you might wanted to have a turtle as a child, or maybe you bought yourself a turtle, or you want to have a turtle. Should I use all of them? Yes. Okay. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it was just something that came through my mind. Like I never say orphanage. Are you an orphan, or have a foster family, lived in an orphanage for some years? That's something that's coming up. Maybe you're quite chaotic also, because as you may realize, I only did one side of my nail polish today, and I was like, no, I need to film the reading, and I didn't do this side. So it might be that you just literally did one side of your hand, or that you're quite chaotic, just like me. Also, something that's coming up with the Ace of Swords is that you are very smart. Maybe you like to read, maybe you like to learn, you like cultures all over the world, maybe you learn about other like religions and deities. Maybe you're pagan. You don't have to be pagan, you can also be Christian, anything else. You don't even have to be religious, you can be an atheist, but it feels like you're kind of interested in other people, in other cultures, and just like to learn about. Also, I just saw someone crocheting or knitting, sewing, anything like this. You feel like you really enjoy learning stuff. You might also be a Gemini or have Gemini placements, Sagittarius placements, anything else. Pisces might be something, and also Leo and Libra. We have Temperance in reverse. You are a very chaotic and fast person. Like you really enjoy doing things on the run, I think it's called, like doing a lot of things at the same time, and oftentimes you don't have a lot of times. Maybe you procrastinate a lot, or just do things in not the best timing, that you really struggle with keeping up with plans. Maybe you might have ADHD. Like, I don't want to diagnose yourself, and I don't want to say everybody who has ADHD has this, but I saw with a lot of people of ADHD that they procrastinate a lot, that they always do things on the last minute, and like my ex-boyfriend was someone with ADHD, and it was like a major thing that also caused for some problems, I have to be honest, in the relationship, because I'm myself, sometimes I procrastinate, but I like to do things very fast and like many things all in the same time, and I'm quite a workaholic, and I never liked to be late, and he always was late. He had like he didn't have therapy yet, and he really struggled with some aspects of his ADHD and his depression. Like the ADHD even made his depression worse. So maybe that's also something that happened to you, that you really struggle with depression and have problems with mental illness. It doesn't have to be ADHD. It can also be DID, borderline, BPD, as you may know it. Anything else? Autism. I don't know, but it might be that you have mental struggles. And we have the King of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. Something else that's coming up is you might go to therapy. Maybe you are in a clinic right now, in a hospital. Maybe, yeah, you it seems like you struggle with mental illness, which is nothing you have to feel bad about. Like I said this in another reading. Oh, my cat just meowed. Buddy. He's literally calling for his mom, like my best friend. She's on the toilet, and my cat is calling for her. But what I wanted to say is, sorry, I just helped my cat and reordered the cards, the tarot cards. But what I wanted to say is he might be in a hospital right now, which is nothing you have to feel bad about. And I just wanted to tell you, on my side of YouTube, you are very welcome, regardless of what mental illness you have. You can be narcissistic, have ADHD, borderline, DID, anything. You are very welcome here, because I myself struggle with mental illness. I do have DID, PTSD, not DID, borderline personality disorder, I wanted to say. I do struggle myself with borderline, I wanted to say BPD. Sorry, my cat is very loud today. But also PTSD. Also, it's snowing right now, if this is a message for you. It's snowing very much right now. There's literally a storm outside of my window. Maybe Holle is a guide of yours, because she is causing snow, you know. But I was in a mental hospital for a few months. I also take medication because I have very severe depression, I'd say. I have some addictions, not in the sense of substance abuse, but yeah, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. I hurt myself, let's say that. Like, I haven't done it in a while because I had the deal with my spirit guides that I'm not allowed to do this anymore. But still, I sometimes do struggle with this, at least have the thoughts that I want to do this, and I always have to have some self-discipline to not hurt myself. And also other things I'm struggling with, like, for example, ending it all. Anything like this is kind of difficult for me. Then I have PTSD a lot. I have a lot of trauma that I'm dealing with. So I'm very welcoming to anyone who has struggles with mental illness, because I feel you. We have the Knight of Cups. Might be that you have a crush on someone, or that you just got into a new relationship, or you just met someone who really understands your struggles with mental illness. And we have the High Priestess. You just bought yourself a new book, I just heard, and you do study a lot during the day, which is great. Okay, let's see what kind of messages your spirit guides have for you. First, the Oracle card. We have Mercury, Might and Speech. And what Spirit wants to say to you is, they find it very important that you find someone that you are able to talk to about your mental illness, about your mental struggles, because the most important thing you can do is talk to someone. And if you don't have anyone, like don't have a therapist or friends or a partner, talk to your spirit guides. They are really open to listen to you when it comes to these struggles. They are very understanding. They listen very closely to everything that goes through your mind. I just did this. Like, my spirit guides want me to tell you, I just bought myself a notebook where I write down letters for my spirit guides. It's kind of like praying because I don't feel too comfortable with praying. I have been Christian in the past and it always reminds me of Christianity, and I don't have the best connection with Christianity anymore. And so I don't like to pray in a normal way. So I just bought myself a notebook where I write letters in for my spirit guides, and they say it's kind of like a prayer. And there was this moment where I was feeling very down and I needed some help, so I prayed to Lady Freya, like you may know her as Freya, the Norse goddess of magic, sex, love, war. I think cats. I don't even know if she is actually a cat goddess, but her symbol of her is cats. Like her wagon, her chariot is pulled by two cats. Like some people say cats, some say lynx. Is it called lynx? I think. Yeah, but I prayed to her, and she actually the night after helped me deal with the situation, and it was amazing. Like, I'm very proud to call her my patron. She's amazing, or my patroness. And yeah, maybe if you feel comfortable to also buy yourself a notebook or make yourself a notebook that you dedicate to your spirit guides, where you write down prayers, or just it isn't even in the form of a prayer, I have to be honest. I just talk to her like in a letter, and then in the end I tell her thank you for listening, and I give her a compliment that I actually mean, and then I end the letter with "in love, my name." And it's a great way to talk to your spirit guides. Might even be that you struggle with speaking, because I'm stuttering a lot in this video, and I never stuttered as much as in this video. So maybe you stutter a lot, which is also nothing to feel ashamed of, so don't worry. Okay, messages. Okay. Okay, we have the 4 wands. Something your spirit guides say is that you don't have to worry about... I don't know how to say this because I don't feel comfortable saying this, but I'm just channeling what my spirit guides tell me, or your spirit guides tell me, or the blend of both of them. They want to tell you that you are actually accepted on the side of YouTube, that I don't discriminate when it comes to mental illness, ethnicity, gender, anything like this. Like, I'm myself part of the LGBTQ plus community, so I don't discriminate in this way too. I am very open for anyone who is in the LGBTQ plus community. I don't allow maps here, I have to be honest. Like, if you struggle with, like, if you know what I mean, you know. I don't want to say everybody who has the problem of a map is bad. If you go to therapy because of this, I'm not discriminating you. Like, you cannot decide what you feel attracted to, and I get it. Like, don't worry if you have the struggle of being attracted to a certain type of human or a certain age. I don't want to say you are a bad person. If you say you see that this is a bad thing and you go to therapy to help you deal with this, and you don't hurt underage people, then you are welcome here. Okay, how can I explain this? If you are attracted to a certain type of people, a certain age, and you say this is not good, I go to therapy, you are welcomed here. If you are proudly a map, I don't want you here, please go away. And no, maps are not supposed to be a part of the LGBT community, because the one thing is an attraction, the other thing is sexuality. I don't know how to describe it in English, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm German, and I find it very hard to articulate myself right now. But the one thing is a philia, right? The other thing is sexuality and attraction, and there is a difference. The one thing is an illness, the other thing is attraction and sexuality. People from the LGBTQ plus LGBTQ Now you see me struggle. People from the LGBTQ plus IA, no, not plus IA plus community are very welcomed here. People who have some struggles are welcomed here. People with mental illness are welcomed here. But not if you are proudly doing something that is illegal. For example, being a map and being proudly a map. Then I don't want you here. I have to, like, I'm so sorry, but no. Okay, when I was a child, I went through this many times. And that's why I'm not okay with this here. And even if I didn't go through this, I still don't find it okay. But it might trigger me if you tell me, yeah, I'm a proud map, because again, this happened to me when I was a child, and it's not good. And I'm still struggling to I'm still struggling to deal with this and to heal this. And it literally traumatized me. I was telling you I have PTSD, so yeah, now you know why. At least some of it. Like, I had a very bad past. Maybe I'm talking about this at some point, but please be respectful. That's like the most important thing. Be respectful for yourself and others, and also me, and understand that I don't like certain people on my side. But I guess everybody has their people that they don't like, right? And I guess it's kind of understandable why I don't like maps. So yeah. Knight of Wands. Your spirit guides want you to communicate more with them. And if there is a language that you want to learn it. And if there's something you want to learn it too. Because again, I'm struggling so much to speak in this reading. So maybe you have, how is it called when you have struggles with reading and writing? And I know how it's called in German, but I don't know how it's called in English. But might be that you have that, because I have so much struggle reading these cards today. Like, I feel like I cannot control my mouth. Maybe you have also blockage in your throat chakra if you don't have the problem of reading and writing. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. If you want to watch more pick a card readings, watch them. If this is the form of you connecting to your spirit guides, then do it like that. That's absolutely fine. And like, what I like to do is these yes or no pick a cards. So I always ask for protection before choosing my pile, because then I feel more connected with my spirit guides and know that I'm actually talking to them, and or that's actually messages from them and not from low vibrational entities. Because something that your spirit guides also want you to know is, with the Five of Cups in reverse, that there is not only good spirits, there are also spirits who like to mess with us, who lie, who manipulate, who drain your energy. And it's time for you to really look into this, because if you are talking to your spirit guides and you don't, for example, use protection magic, like protection in your home, you're talking to low vibrational entities, and they can seem like our spirit guides and can be very nice, but all of a sudden they change and are very rude. Maybe this happened to you, that you were like, oh my god, why is the spirit so rude towards me? And it's mostly because it is a trickster spirit or a parasite. A trickster spirit is just a spirit that shows up as someone else and says they are your spirit guide, and in actuality they're just draining your energy, bringing you onto the wrong path, and just cause problems. And a parasite is a spirit that attaches themselves to you to drain your energy continuously. We have the Five of Wands. Your spirit guides say don't be angry at these spirits, because it's just their nature and they don't understand that something is wrong when they do this, and just get rid of them. Like, ask your spirit guides that they protect you and that they banish these spirits, or do some banish magic, purify your home, banish the spirits with incense, a smudge stick, with crystals, with spells, with a candle. There are so many ways. Just look it up a little bit, but they really want you to know that there is not only good spirits. Okay. This card. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, your spirit guides want you to know that there is a spirit that isn't good for you, and there's also a person that isn't good for you. And for in some case, you are you are your own person that is not good for you. Like maybe they are bringing me back to the maps situation. Like if you don't know what a map is, look it up. It's MAPS. These are a certain type of people that wanted to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community, wanted to be a part of them. But yeah, if you are such a person, your spirit guides are saying this needs change. This really needs change. You need therapy. One last message, please. We have the Empress and something, just a short message. There's a new person coming in and it might be a love situation. But that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you like my way of reading, even though I was stuttering so much in this reading. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I'm thanking Spirit so much for these amazing messages, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.